Hello, Hub family. Welcome back to yet another episode where we're diving into an action-packed lineup that will keep you entertained, informed, and thoroughly engaged. So buckle up. In a shocking twist to the ongoing legal saga surrounding Sean Diddy Combs, federal prosecutors have alleged that the music mogul paid millions to a witness to destroy the original surveillance footage of a 2016 incident involving his former girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura. This bombshell claim has reignited public and media scrutiny of Combs, who faces serious charges including racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The accusation, if substantiated, could further complicate Combs' defense as he prepares for a high-stakes trial set for May 5, 2025. This article delves into the details of the allegation, its implications, and the broader context of Combs' legal battles, while critically examining the narrative and its potential impact on justice. According to federal prosecutors, Combs allegedly paid a witness an exorbitant sum, reportedly in the millions, to ensure the destruction of the original hotel surveillance footage capturing a violent altercation with Ventura at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles on March 5, 2016. The video, which surfaced publicly via CNN in May 2024, shows Combs chasing Ventura down a hallway, grabbing her by the neck, throwing her to the ground, kicking her, and dragging her back toward a hotel room. The disturbing footage corroborated claims Ventura made in a November 2023 civil lawsuit, which accused Combs of years of physical and sexual abuse, including this specific incident. Prosecutors argue that Combs' alleged payment to destroy the original tape was an attempt to suppress damning evidence that could bolster both civil and criminal cases against him. While the exact identity of the witness remains undisclosed, speculation points to a hotel employee or someone with access to the security system at the time. The feds claim this act of obstruction demonstrates Combs' willingness to manipulate evidence and undermine the judicial process, a pattern they allege is central to his racketeering charges. However, Combs' legal team has vehemently denied these accusations, calling them speculative and unsupported by concrete evidence. They argue that the government is relying on sensational claims to prejudice the public and potential jurors against their client. The 2016 surveillance video is undeniably a cornerstone of the prosecution's case. It not only provides visual confirmation of Ventura's allegations, but also paints a troubling picture of Combs' behavior, which prosecutors argue is indicative of a broader pattern of coercion and violence. Ventura's lawsuit, settled within 24 hours for a reported $30 million, claimed that Combs paid the hotel $50,000 to obtain the footage shortly after the incident, suggesting an early attempt to control the narrative. The re-emergence of the video nearly a decade later, coupled with the Fed's claim of a multi-million-dollar payoff, raises questions about who had access to the tape and why it resurfaced when it did. Combs' attorneys have taken an aggressive stance against the video's admissibility, alleging that CNN altered the footage to exaggerate the incident. They claim the news outlet destroyed the original after editing it, a charge CNN has denied. In a March 2025 court hearing, prosecutors countered that they possess the unedited original, rendering the defense's argument moot. The allegation of Combs paying to destroy the tape adds another layer of intrigue, as it suggests a desperate attempt to erase evidence that the feds now claim they have preserved. While the prosecution's claim is explosive, it warrants scrutiny. The idea that Combs paid millions to a witness to destroy evidence is plausible given his wealth and influence, but without public disclosure of the witness or financial records, it remains speculative. The Fed's assertion could be a strategic move to portray Combs as a manipulative figure capable of obstructing justice, thereby strengthening their racketeering narrative. Yet the defense's point about the government possessing the original footage undermines the claim of its destruction. Why allege a cover-up if the evidence is intact? Moreover, the timing of the allegation raises eyebrows. Coming amid a flurry of civil lawsuits and intense media coverage, it could be interpreted as an effort to keep Combs' name in the headlines as a villain. The lack of transparency about the witness's identity or the specifics of the payment fuels skepticism. Is this a genuine revelation or a tactic to pressure Combs into a plea deal? The truth likely lies in the gray area, where power, money, and legal maneuvering intersect. The allegation of paying to destroy the Cassie video is just one piece of a sprawling legal puzzle. Combs was arrested in September 2024 and indicted on charges that paint him as the orchestrator of a criminal enterprise centered on sexual exploitation and coercion. Prosecutors allege he ran freak-offs, drug-fueled sex parties where victims were coerced into performing, and used violence and intimidation to maintain control. The Cassie video is cited as evidence of his propensity for violence, supporting claims from multiple accusers who have filed lawsuits alleging rape, trafficking, and abuse spanning decades. Combs has pleaded not guilty, and his legal team insists he is being unfairly targeted. They've accused the government of leaking evidence, including the Cassie video, to CNN to savage his reputation, a claim Judge Arun Subramanian rejected in December 2024 for lack of evidence. The defense has also argued that the case reflects racial bias, pointing to the use of the Mann Act, a law with historically racist applications, as evidence of Combs being singled out. The truth, as always, is likely more complex, but the stakes are undeniably high. If convicted, Combs faces the possibility of life in prison. The allegation of a multi-million-dollar payoff to destroy evidence, if proven, could significantly damage Combs' defense. It would reinforce the prosecution's narrative of a man who uses his resources to evade accountability, potentially swaying jurors. However, if the claim falters under scrutiny, it could backfire, lending credence to the defense's argument that the government is overreaching. For Ventura, the rehashing of the 2016 incident is a double-edged sword. Her courage in coming forward has sparked a broader reckoning, but the public dissection of her trauma underscores the challenges survivors face in seeking justice. The video's existence, regardless of its origins, validates her story, yet the legal battle risks overshadowing her healing process. As Sean Diddy Combs prepares for trial, the allegation that he paid millions to destroy the original Cassie video adds fuel to an already incendiary case. It encapsulates the themes of power, privilege, and accountability that define this saga.